What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are reacting to the final trailer for Superman. Tickets went on sale today. I've already gotten 3 sets of tickets, and I don't think I'll be stopping anytime soon.
All right.
I got IMAX.
Not excited
I got IMAX
whatsoever,
3D.
Adam.
I got Dolby Cinema. I'm ready to go, baby.
Damn,
This shill is shilling.
damn. And we got the dogs barking.
Dogs are excited.
Meowing.
Everyone's excited for Summer of Superman.
Everybody. Dogs like the crypto movie. Crypto. I want to go.
Crypto,
I want
you
to see
better be
it.
taking me.
I'll
You
show
better be
crypto.
taking
Hold on.
me.
Let me show you my crypto. Hold on. This is my crypto. This is who's barking. So if you hear it, this is Nessie.
You need to give Nessie a red,
Collar?
Collar? Yeah, that word? Jesus Christ. Help me.
Kryptonian neck device. Something. What's it called?
Yeah.
Kryptonian restraining belt. I don't know what to tell you. We're also watching the Christopher Reeve and Brandon Routh Superman movies before or anticipation of this film, just to do a little bit of a refresher, how we feel about the Superman franchise and where we think it could go. It's been fun to take Augustine on the adventure because he hasn't seen any of the sequels. Hector, I know you're a little bit spotty on some of them. I've probably seen them the most out of anyone because I don't have anything else to do in my life, I guess. But it's been a fun rewatch. You can check those out on our Patreon in their entirety. We also have reactions for My Adventures with Superman, Superman and Lois, and if you guys want to see more Superman stuff, let us know. There's plenty of other things that we could watch. Superman the Animated Series, maybe Smallville if we're feeling really ambitious. I don't know.
Whoa.
From the mind of James Gunn, we've also got Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
I think on
Peacemaker
YouTube
season
and on
1.
Patreon. Peacemaker season 1. Absolutely.
And we'll do we'll definitely do Peacemaker season 2 when it drops this August. So really looking forward to that season. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm ready to just check out this new trailer and see what we got.
Dude. Count us down.
Let's go.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Super.
Whoa.
Wow.
The most
Damn.
powerful being
Cool.
on planet Earth.
Mr. Smucker!
We finally meet. Now, as planned,
Oh, not the robots. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
destroy you.
badass Lex.
Whoa.
And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with.
How dare you, Lex?
Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's getting personal.
You do not.
Wow.
290% Saharan Prime, please.
No matter what you do to me, Luthor.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Oh, the dog.
Oh my god! The dog! Yes! I literally got goosebumps. Holy shit!
Make a move, Big Blue.
Come on, guy. You're better than that.
Wow.
Mr. Terrific. Oh my god. No way!
Lois.
Wow.
They chose him. Let them die.
Nah.
Hey! Quit messing around!
Messing around, doing important stuff.
Yeah!
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
Oh, he's getting in there. He's getting in there. The camera.
Oh, man.
Camera in this movie is like something else, man. It is. I just want to remind you guys, take you back to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I feel like James Gunn was at his most bombastic as a filmmaker. The way he was moving the camera around, the way that he was framing his shots and framing the effects and the characters in frame, especially with Adam Warlock in the flying sequences. It felt like, I don't know the timeline, but it felt like he was practicing for Superman with that.
Oh,
movie.
totally.
He was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
let me see how much I can push this, whether or not he knew he was already going to do that deal. I think when he was doing Guardians 3, he had already done
The Suicide Squad.
So he was already like in the DC, you know, in the family, so to speak. But this camera though, it's not just for the flying stuff. Like he's really
Everything
pushing us in there into these characters, and we're so up next to them, and it feels so frankly comic booky. The characters
Mhm,
feel larger than
mhm.
life, even when it's just Clark and Lois like hugging. The way we wrap around the shoulder, like it's so
right.
intimate in a
Mhm,
way.
it is very
Um,
intimate, yeah.
yeah, really
Yeah.
bombastic side eye. No, just really in your face. I love it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
there was a lot of thoughts like that people had about that. It's like some people don't like that sort of like really intense in your face camera angle,
Hmm.
especially because he
Mhm.
uses very wide lenses, and the field of
Hmm.
view you get on a wide lens like that makes everything look really elongated. But to
Mhm.
me, it kind of translates the intensity of the flying. Like Adam Warlock had
Hmm.
moments where he
Yeah.
flew pretty like normally. And then when we would kick
Yeah.
in into like when he would hit the
Yes.
nos, that's when you got that
Mhm.
really elongated look. But I think it translates to the audience the speed at which these characters are flying at. And I think
Yeah.
that's something that we've never really had the chance to experience, especially in a Superman
Hmm.
movie. You look at the Christopher Reeve stuff, that's all very much shot on like, front screen projection, and it's very stationary. He's on a pan where he's just kind of doing this, but he makes it really feel like Superman is flying, the way he moves his
Mhm.
arms and his body and he pivots and all that stuff. With Brandon
Yeah.
Routh, it's kind of similar. I think they try to just kind of take that similar style that was established with Superman 1, but then give it like a little bit of a more modern feel to it. So the camera is now doing a little bit more work where we're seeing Superman, barrel roll around planes and go through objects.
Hmm.
Then you get to Man
Mhm.
of Steel, and the perspective and the idea is that it's a camera trying to follow and keep up with Superman. So it's got that handheld feel to it, and you're constantly you're chasing Superman as he's flying. Whereas this very
Mhm.
much feels like you're like right there next to Superman, and you're supposed to be experiencing the speed and the velocity at which he's flying at, which I think is really cool. And I think in IMAX format, and I think especially in 3D, I really, really, really hope that they got creative with the
Yes.
3D. I think you
Yeah.
can do really cool stuff. As we know, when you're doing a 3D conversion, you can start something flat, but because you're doing conversion, you can really expand the depth. So my hope
Yep.
is that when Superman really takes off and propels himself, the depth also expands. So you get that really deep
Oh,
3D
yeah.
look that I
Yeah.
think could look so cool. And I feel like the only thing that's coming out of the screen are going to be his arms and, like his face is at screen plane. So there's just like a lot of creative stuff that I think you can do with the tech. And I think because they have such amazing stuff that they baked into the camera, man, you can just be so visually creative. And I love that this movie, more so than I think any of them in the past, is really embracing the idea of like a science fiction fantasy. And that's the route you kind of have to go if you're doing a movie that is from the gate, like out the gate, a DC universe film. This is not
Correct.
a Superman movie that at some point we'll see if we get to Batman and the Justice League and Wonder Woman. They're doing it. We're gonna get to that no matter what. Unless this movie is
Yeah.
is an absolute bomb and tanks the box office, then it won't happen. But I don't see that
No.
happening. So I'm pretty
Right.
confident. And
Right.
this trailer just really highlights the action. I think we're in for a really big treat. And the personality of all the characters I think is going to be really great.
That's what I got from this one. Obviously the action is front and center. The
Yeah.
action
Yes.
feels alive. It feels like it has energy. It
Mhm.
feels like I feel like James Gunn is taking everything into account because of the mission he has of making Superman the ultimate Boy Scout. Like,
Mhm.
yes, he's gonna be a Boy Scout,
But
but
cool.
he's going to but he's gonna be fucking rad doing it. Like these action sequences have to be amazing. People have to cheer for them because ultimately he's just trying to save children. I shouldn't say just trying to save children because he's saving people's lives. He's prioritizing saving people from destruction and death. And some people think that's boring. But if you kind of get down to the nitty gritty and present it like James Gunn is presenting it, sorry, I should say Jaime Pistolas is presenting it. I think this is going to be a real big show, and it's kind of what I've been looking for in a Superman thing. Superman's as fast or can compete with the Flash. He's fucking fast, and we need to see that. And I think that's really what needs to come across more than his strength. We've seen feats of strength. I think for me, and I've said this before with other speedster projects, I need to feel and see that example of speed. And I think that's kind of coming across in in the things that are happening here. So super pumped. I think this is kind of what I was waiting for too. Not that I needed another excuse to watch this movie, but seeing the action is like, oh shit, okay, yes, this is what we're in for. This is gonna be rad. And now I'm gonna have to buy 4 pairs of tickets to beat Adam. So yeah.
Well, they're now on sale. I mean, I just want to one more time highlight. I know we talk about it on this channel and people give us shit for it, but we love a good 3D movie experience.
Dude,
we used to work in that industry.
Unbelievable.
We appreciate the good, and we are bummed when it's bad.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch, I wished that James Gunn did the Suicide Squad in 3D, but he didn't. But every one of his Guardians movies has a 3D version, and they are so much fun.
Phenomenal.
And
they're amazing.
And
Phenomenal.
they give you depth, and they're immersive, and they're like such a great way to watch those movies.
Yeah.
And the third one, especially, everybody talks about how great the flying stuff is, or that like hallway shot in Volume 3. Like that stuff, 3D is next level. It's next level fun.
Killer. Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Really
And also
is.
to the people in the comments who said, "Hey, you guys turned me on to 3D, and now I watch 3D movies." Fantastic!
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about,
The
baby.
amount of people that
we
we
see
have,
you and we love you.
Yeah, the amount of people we have on our Discord, or people who respond to me on Twitter, who are like just today, people were like, "I got IMAX 3D." That's so cool.
Let's go.
And I hope that I don't want there to be like one particular style across the entire DC universe, but I want them to be creative with the depth. And I think because Superman had a production schedule that allowed for so much post-production, that's how you're able to be creative with the 3D.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, like you have to, if you're doing a conversion, you got to give the team who's converting the movie as much time as you can and allow them the opportunity to bring back creative ideas. Like, hey, when we have Superman flying, let's make it kind of shallow. And then when he really takes off, let's expand the depth and let's make it really feel visceral for the audience.
Yeah.
I think, and we've had opportunities to kind of dabble in that when we did certain movies where they would allow us that because we had all the time in the world. For a lot of the movies, we couldn't. We'd have to like compress the depth because we just didn't have enough time to finish it.
Yeah.
And I'm
there
hoping
wasn't
now
enough time to clean it up.
Exactly. And I'm hoping now that, it's been 10 years since I've worked in 3D conversion, since we've done it. I'm hoping that they've been able to really figure out the techniques to make all the do the cleanup work, make it a little bit easier on everyone, really fine tune it so it's good. And I think 3D has come a long way in 10 years, and the technology is now there. And I'm hoping that because they work on these movies from an earlier point, they can get all the assets that they need. And, they're working hand in hand with visual effects to get the latest assets when things change and the 3D models of characters change. So yeah, I think this movie is going to rock in 3D, and it'll be even better. Like, I thought Man of Steel was a good conversion. So I would love to see, how they elevate that with this style of material.
Yeah.
So
So
pumped
DC Studios,
as hell.
Warner Brothers, hook up your boys with some 3D advanced screening tickets.
What are we doing?
We'll go check it out in 3D.
What are we
We'll talk
doing?
about it. Let us
Come
interview the
on.
choreographer on the project.
And
Let's interview
Jesus
the
Christ,
people
man.
on
Also-
3D.
Also the 3D 4Ks, all that good stuff. 4K
yes.
3D combo
James
packs.
Gunn.
Yeah.
How many times I
I
got to
need it at
tag
my
you on
house, baby.
Threads to ask you for a 4K 3D version of this movie when it arrives on Blu-ray? For the love of God, don't make us go to UK or Japan. Put out the domestic copy of this goddamn movie in 3D, please. I don't want to hear this shit
Thank
of
you.
no one has 3D capabilities at home. Bullshit. I got a projector and I got a TV. They've got TVs. There are people who exist in North America who can play things in 3D.
You know
Don't
what?
just make a blanketed
You know
statement
what?
that nobody has 3D capabilities at home. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear
Have
it.
more faith in your more faith in your movie, James Gunn. Have more faith in your movie, Peter Safran. Superman should be the thing that reinvigorates the 3D home
Jesus
market.
Christ.
Let's
How
push
hard is
that.
it?
That should be the movie.
You're coming out the same year as Avatar Fire and Ash. Take advantage
go.
of it, man. What are you doing? Anyway.
Calling you
Guys,
out.
Yes.
Guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What format are you going to see Superman in? You got plenty of options: 4DX, ScreenX, IMAX, IMAX 3D, Real D 3D, Dolby Cinema. Plenty of them to choose from. I'm going to try to check out as many as I can, just so I can recommend my favorites. I think 3D will be on top no matter what. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How you feeling about the style of the movie? Check out everything else we're watching, including the 5 Superman movies. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Heroes Reforged is gonna react. Heroes Reforged is gonna review. Heroes Reforged is gonna discuss. That's why we are watching